The United States Secret Service, protecting the president, not its sole purpose. The agency is also cracking down on crypto fraud. From domestic scams to international crime rings, the Secret Service reports that fraudsters are buying and selling millions of dollars in illegal digital assets. And a CNBC exclusive, Eamon Javers, spoke with the agency's top official overseeing crypto investigations about how these criminals move the money around.
We're inside a rarely seen secure room in Washington.
What is this facility we're standing in?
Right now, we're standing at U.S. Secret Service headquarters within the GIOC, which is the Global Investigative Operations Center, which is our hub for our most complex and impactful international cases.
No longer just capturing counterfeit money rings, the Secret Service is also tracking illicit Bitcoin proceeds on the blockchain, which is the public ledger for all crypto transactions.
The Secret Service is now the primary agency investigating the illicit use of digital assets.
David Smith is Assistant Director of the Office of Investigations.
One of the guiding principles of the blockchain is that it was a public ledger that's shared, and everyone with a little bit of computing power has access to it, to include law enforcement. So the Secret Service isn't doing anything that wasn't the original intent of the blockchain. We're just using the same tracking and tracing mechanisms that were intended.
So would you say that crypto is actually more traceable than good old-fashioned cash for a criminal?
In many ways, it is.
So far, the numbers are staggering. The agency has seized more than $102 million worth of crypto in 254 cases. Here, we see analysts and special agents examining Bitcoin wallet addresses.
So they're just making correlations and seeing where the hotspots are, or like a heat map, if you will, to see where the illicit activity is occurring and then focusing on those areas. Because one of the things that is in the benefit of the bad guys is the volume of activity that's occurring out there.
Are you using the same kind of software that all the rest of us have access to?
When you follow a digital currency wallet, it's no different than an email address that has some correlating identifiers. And once a person and another person make a transaction, and that gets into the blockchain, we have the ability to follow that email address or wallet address, if you will, and trace it through the blockchain.
Criminals frequently use techniques to obscure the digital money, something Smith compares to a house of mirrors.
All of them exist exactly to keep law enforcement off of the bad guys' trail. They want to go into the blockchain and make as many transfers as possible so they can lose us like an old-fashioned surveillance.
Recent high-profile crypto cases cracked by the Secret Service include an international laundering operation based in Romania that targeted 900 victims across the United States, and a ring of Russian-speaking cybercriminals who threatened U.S. companies with ransomware attacks. One trend seen in cases like this is the use of money mules who may unwittingly be recruited by a fraudster. So these people are just duped into moving the money. They think they're doing one thing, but they're actually doing another.
Correct. And sometimes it's just a matter of trying to make a quick buck. They don't have any criminal intent.
And to protect their investments, crypto criminals regularly watch the market, and they convert Bitcoin into stable coins, which is pegged to an asset like a national currency.
Because, you know, the criminals, hey, they're humans too. They want to avoid some of that market volatility associated with some of the major coins.
Interesting that they're going after stable coins because they hate that volatility. I mean, it is like a roller coaster ride every day watching these prices fluctuate, and the criminals hate that too.
The criminals hate that too because keep in mind, they're dealing with other criminals, and some of these criminals may apply some consequences they don't want to deal with as well.
Yeah, so if your Bitcoin crashes, you have a problem if you're a crook.
You may have a problem based on who you just transacted with.
Welcome back to Mr. Chase Crypto channel. Once again, I appreciate you taking the time out to check out the content. Now we've got the IMF calls for coordinated effort, capital control for crypto. What have I been saying, guys? Regulations, regulations, regulations. As the days go by, we're going to be seeing a lot more of these articles popping up. The global financial system has seen increasing cryptonization amid the war in Ukraine and the C-19 pandemic, according to the IMF. Though much of this is due to general trading activity, the IMF warned that it could be used as a means of circumventing identification checks in capital flows, essentially a means of anonymously transacting overseas. Bad actors may use non-compliant exchanges, mixes or other means to evade sanctions. though the IMF noted US and UK regulators have urged crypto firms to increase vigilance. Travel rules for crypto assets that require exchanges to transmit sender and recipient identification information, as well as implementing additional laws and regulations on foreign exchange and capital flow management to cover crypto. Now, this is what was coming out of the EU about having more AML and KYC. So this is not looking good at the moment, guys. Next up, Japan's central bank will test digital yen cautiously. Over the past year, developed and developing countries have shown a growing interest in central bank digital currencies. The Bank of Japan recently announced a cautious approach to the digital yen, stating that its developmental trajectory will follow similar steps as Sweden did. The final decision on whether to issue a CBDC is likely to be made by 2026. Now, Japan has already got a digital JPY. It's called a G-Yen. Yeah, so 2026 seems a bit far away, in my opinion. I mean, this could be something that is involved with the Bank of Japan, but we've already got a digital JPY token here, so we'll keep our eyes peeled on this one. Bitcoin tribalism is holding the crypto industry back, according to Ripple CEO Brad Gardenhouse. Tribalism around Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is holding back the entire $2 trillion market. I own Bitcoin, I own Ether, and I own some others, Gardenhouse said. I am an absolute believer that this industry is going to continue to thrive. Bitcoin maximalism has meant that the crypto industry has fractured representation in Washington, D.C., according to Gardenhouse. Tribalism around Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is holding back the entire $2 million market. Polarization isn't healthy in my judgment, Ripple CEO Brad Gardenhouse said in a CNBC hosted fireside chat at Paris Blockchain Week Summit last week. I own Bitcoin, I own Ether, I own some others. I am an absolute believer that this industry is going to continue to thrive. All boats can rise, Gardenhouse added. Gardenhouse, a former Yahoo executive, compared the crypto industry today to the dot-com era of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Yahoo could be successful and so could eBay. They're solving different problems, he said. There's different use cases and different audiences and different markets. I think a lot of these parallels exist today. There are now tens of thousands of cryptocurrencies in circulation worth a combined $2 trillion, according to CoinGecko data. Some digital coins have attracted quite a dedicated following, not least Bitcoin, whose hardcore advocates are often referred to as maximalists. Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey and MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor are among the so-called maximalists who support only Bitcoin and not other cryptocurrencies. Gardenhouse said much maximalism has meant the crypto industry has fractured representation when it comes to lobbying US lawmakers. Yeah, I agree with Brad on this one. The maxis are just like, there's just too much, man. It's like, there's other cryptocurrencies out there. There's better ones out there. Why is it just gotta be about Bitcoin? Bitcoin was the first one. I mean, I do love Bitcoin because, it was the one that started the crypto space, but it's still not the best blockchain out there right now, guys. There's new ones, new and improved ones. Like, come on, Bitcoin is just old, like dinosaur tech right now. Yeah, so maxis need to kind of, diversify a little, man. Start dipping your toes in other things, man. Cause damn, you gotta just like those horses. You got them horses with this tunnel vision. They've got those things, those over the eyes, this tunnel vision, looking straight, not looking at nothing else. Yeah, you don't need to just cut that out, man. We got Jack Dorsey. Ethereum has many single points of failure. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Now, we all know gas is trash. Ethereum needs to fix up. Yeah, they need to, can they pull it off? I don't know, but they need to switch over to proof of stake. They need to get far away from proof of work, because I think that, the net's closing in on that. So, but you got the CEO of Twitter is announcing it. He's saying ETH is trash. Yeah. Twitter co-founder and Block CEO Jack Dorsey tweeted harsh criticism of Ethereum over the weekend, saying that the blockchain has many single points of failure and projects built on Ethereum are not interesting to him. Yeah, because all the gas fees you gotta pay for one stupid transaction. Dorsey isn't known for his Twitter timidity. Last week he dragged the Robinhood trading app and the CEO Vladimir Tenev. Before last Christmas, he jumped on a crypto thread by musician Cardi B to lambast Web3 venture capital firms. Dorsey is a proud Bitcoin maximalist and says all other cryptos don't factor in at all. We got another maxi here who just thinks Bitcoin is the be all, the end all. I agree with you on Ethereum, mate, but you need to start looking at other platforms, guys. You got the utility tokens are coming, and they're going to be mounting faces because you guys are just, tunnel vision. Bitcoin's the only one out there. Like, no, it ain't, man. Like, come on, get a grip. Headlines like this making me say, is NFT industry dying? ApeCoin rallies by 30% with no reasons again. So, as more funds leave the cryptocurrency market, the NFT sphere is also losing a large portion of investment that were previously pouring into the market and helping random NFT collections to sell out completely. But while smaller collections are slowly dying, ApeCoin, a representative of the Bored Ape Club, I think that is, collection is rallying once again with no fundamental reason to do so. Because somebody is trying to pump it to get everyone to buy back in. Fake rallies. That's how it goes. But yeah, guys, the headline there is NFT industry dying. Like I've been saying, these prices, these ridiculous prices for these NFTs are not sustainable. They're not going to be staying up for much longer, guys. So, just tread carefully if you're investing into these NFTs right now, because as we are going through the bear market phase, so will the NFT market go down in the bear market. Yeah, so best to save your cash and just wait until the dust settles and then start investing. It's not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Now, this could be another reason why the NFT space is tanking. Coinbase are involved now, yeah? Coinbase NFT Marketplace goes live. Can it rival OpenSea? So, I just think that this is the top. This is a signal for the top, guys. Yeah? Coinbase are involved. So, maybe you could get a last hurrah out of the NFTs before it all tanks and comes falling down. But we all know that it's gonna be here to stay, guys. It's just market cycles. That's how it goes. 1 minute it's a bull market, next thing is a bear market. It doesn't always stay as a bull market. And when you get all these geniuses that come out in the bull market because everything's going up, and then they go quiet and they're not saying nothing because everything start going down. Yeah, so don't listen to the hype, guys. We're in the bear market. Yeah, markets are going to be going down, and as well as these NFTs. Last up, we got a blockchain interruptibility protocol. Connex unveils token plans airdrop. Connex has unveiled its native token as it plans to convert into a DAO. The next token will also be airdropped to users and validators of the Connex network. Co-founder Arjun Bhutani told the block. Airdrop plans. Once Next is launched, Connex will also airdrop the tokens. We expect to retroactively distribute tokens to users and routers of the network in an airdrop. The snapshots of these have already been completed. Okay, so I've missed out on that, but that does look interesting, guys. Like I said, interruptibility protocols going to be big going into the next utility bull run. So if you're interested in staying up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post new videos every day and you don't want to miss out. Just click the subscribe button on my channel page and you'll be all set. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. I'm always happy to help out. Thanks again for your support, and I can't wait to keep bringing you new and exciting content. And with that being said, I'll get back to you soon.